and sophisticated Dev in the building, Gazer, and I want to talk about these alpha male channels. There's something that confuses me. They value you for how much women you can get in the bedroom, but they tell you not to give validation to women. It's like you have to talk to a woman to get to that. It's confusing. It's kind of like how it is with the churches with the pastors that buy gold shoes, gold chains, and Bugattis and Mercedes. It's like, isn't that money supposed to go into the church upkeep and not yourself? It's just something that confuses me. It's just the talking points. They tell you, to be mean to women, but then also be on your purpose and ignore women. Yet you're valuable if you can get a lot of women. You see where that's confusing. I'm confused right now. I gotta see. It's going in like this, and it's called cognitive dissonance, bud. Look it up. It's very confusing that they got these messages to tell you have to have a lot of women, but also ignore them and focus on your purpose. It's like you can't do both. You have to. Now I do agree with one thing is less is always more. Like if you do go on your first date, at least an Olive Garden. If you want to go a little more expensive, a hibachi grill, that's about it. Just to start off with, I wouldn't go to the fancy $70 to $100 diner. Less is always more, But that's just not only for girls, but that's just for anything in general. It's like when you go get a job application, you fill out a job application and stuff like that. You don't want to come off desperate and beg. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to show too much energy. You want to lower your energy so you have a chill vibe. So you have like a James Bond, like cool vibe. That's what you need to do. But when it comes to dating and stuff like that, you had to pick one struggle. Do you want us to get somebody, or do you want us to ignore and focus on our purpose? You can't have it both ways. It's one way or the other. But always less is more. I will say that the one thing I will agree, less is always more. And it's like I said, with anything in the world. So, it's just something I wanted to bring up on my spiritual talk, on my spiritual dev vids, I think the alpha male community on YouTube really confuses me. And I feel bad because they prey on these people who have actual problems talking to women or social interactions in general. And it's like, I'd quit following these guys because these guys ain't helping you at all. They're just confusing you and using too many words. It's funny that you talk about buzzwords, but they use the same kind of buzzword. They use the buzzwords as well to confuse and throw you off guard because, it's just it's almost like they don't know what they're really talking about. Judging by their verbiage and stuff like that, because you can't have two opposite thoughts in the same mind. You're going to have to go talk to girls to secure that kind of stuff. You have to, or just choose to ignore them, focus on your purpose, and ignore them. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking confused right now. I think I've just lost 15% of my brain cells. Oh, but yeah. Stop following some of these alpha male channels, especially certain ones. I ain't gonna say who, but you know what I'm talking about. We'll just call him Gen Z version of Andrew Tate. You know who I'm talking about. But nonetheless, just don't follow these channels. I'm pretty sure there's other kind of channels like this, if you're into that content, that you could follow that, actually puts out real facts. Because there's a lot of fakes in every industry, such as the vice industry, the religious industry, martial arts, a whole plethora of stuff. And you got to get to a point to understand what is real and what is fake, and what does work and what doesn't work. And none of these new people that's coming out is real, you know. So may the crystal be with you. Think for yourself. Think for yourself and know what's real and what's fake.